like after the loss I went through, and like not just physical pain, like emotional pain, it's really, really not worth it. Like, I'm sorry.
Roadways are the most convenient form of travel for a majority of Americans. Capable of taking us almost everywhere, roadways are very important in everyone's lives. However, responsible for 33,808 deaths in the most recent year, 2012, roadways are more dangerous than people believe, much of this due to the teen threat while driving.
Today I am here to make an announcement about the graduate licensing program, and that is this system works. It's as simple as that. This system works.
You just heard Mr. Cash Heed, Vice President of Licensing in the Canadian province of British Columbia, speaking about the graduated license program. Many of you are far more familiar with the graduated licensing program than you realize. Here in Illinois today, we have, in effect, our own system of the graduated licensing program. It is through this system that we, as teens, are required to go through at least 9 months with a learner's permit and log no less than 50 hours of practice driving with a parent in the car before we can receive our novice license.
Today, the number of passengers a novice can drive without an adult supervisor in the vehicle is limited to 1 non-family member. To be certain that these changes worked, an enormous amount of data was analyzed, and this data continues to be analyzed by experts in the field. The results so far have exceeded expectations. In the first 3 years of the enhanced graduate licensing program, which was 2004 to 2006, the crash rate for new drivers dropped an additional 28%.
Teen driving is the leading cause of death from people aged between 16 and 21. Many factors contribute to the dangers of driving while a teenager is at the wheel, such as lack of experience, distractions, and ultimately not knowing what to do when put in a given situation. As you just heard Mr. Heed say in his report at the ICBC conference, the graduated license program, just as it does in Illinois, limits the maximum amount of passengers teen drivers can have with them before the age of 21, greatly reducing the risk of distraction and accident. Another distraction that many people argue is even more dangerous than having too many passengers is the use of a cell phone while driving. As you will see in this clip posted by ABC News, the odds of getting in an accident while using a cell phone at the wheel increase greatly.
But each text takes a driver's eyes off the road for approximately 4.6 seconds. It's like driving an entire football field blindfolded. Look at this bus driver. One glance down at his phone, enough to distract him and cause this crash. 39 states plus the District of Columbia now ban texting while driving.
However, the one asset of teen driving that causes more accidents and more fatalities than all others is the lack of experience. The graduated licensing program makes up in part for this by forcing all teenagers to go through a 50-hour practice driving time with their parent. While it is impossible to guarantee that this 50 hours of driving will be logged, the graduated licensing program also requires that each teen complete a series of driving lessons with their driving instructor before receiving their license, assuring that the roads will be a much safer place full of more experienced drivers.
The GLP was introduced in August 1998 to reduce the number of crashes involving new young drivers. In the first 3 years of the GLP, the new driver crash rate dropped by 16%.
The graduated licensing program is essential to assuring safety of drivers everywhere. I ask you, as teens, to follow the laws. They will not only save your lives, but save the lives of loved ones close to you.